That stopped it, I think, because it's square.
No, but then there's...
Okay, the time's rolling.
Okay. So adjust it.
Yeah.
Can you believe I've been recording all this? Yeah, adjust it as you need.
Oh, the video?
Yes, please. Is it square on you?
Well, it needs to be... Yeah, I'll just sit up.
Okay.
That'll make it easier.
Don't want you to be too self-conscious, David.
I'm trying not to be.
Okay. Well, it's just slice of life here with all this stuff in music, isn't it? I don't know why I didn't think about the iPad earlier. Before we get out of here, I would need some liners too for Classical Rush, which is why I put the iPad out originally.
Okay. Okay.
So, David, I want to ask you, for those who are really interested in becoming a musician, specifically something in the wind instrument category,
right.
And I know even if you want to speak even more specifically to saxophone,
okay.
What would you recommend somebody just getting started to do? How would they approach it? What should they expect? How can they manage that so they don't get discouraged?
The whole business is discouraging, period. If you're getting into it to make money, find something else to do. Get in it for the music and the artistry of it, period. Work at the other part of it as far as business, and because it is a business.
Mm-hmm.
But it's concept. In other words, it's a concept. So your concept may change the whole industry, or you may be one of tens of millions of us that get to a point where you're just glad to be in it at any degree and to perform your craft. But you have to keep it in perspective. It has to be about the music first. If you want to be a star, don't do it. If you're trying to get rich, don't do it. If you want to get into it because you love playing or you love singing or writing or as a saxophonist or whatever, love it for the music. When I picked it up, I was 12. 42 years went by. And I'm lucky because I still love the music as much as I did, if not more, when I was a kid. So the other part, the business part of it, isn't as brutal on you psychologically and emotionally and the whole, the reality of things. And have people around you that love you and support you emotionally, morally, sometimes financially. That's just the nature of the business. And it's a business, and it's a brutal, vicious business. It's mostly illusion. That's why you have to focus on the music, because it's real.
That's good. That's good stuff. Okay, so I want to talk about PACIONE. Did I say it right?
Yes, you did.
Thank you.
Now, Ro was here. He would say it exactly with the inflections and everything. So, PACIONE. Okay. You know.
That's right. That's right. So you have another event coming up, and it's this Saturday.
This Saturday.
This is your third?
Fourth. Be the fourth one.
Okay. What are your expectations for this? How has it evolved? Because I'll tell you from a consumer standpoint, it's mesmerizing, and I don't know that most people know what to expect when you blend art and music, and when you were talking about the improvisational skills you've been able to develop as a musician, that really is evident there at PACIONE.
That's what I'm built for. That's my whole point of being as an artist, is improving, and my artistry just as being as honest and as clear as possible. So when the emotional content comes through for the audience, because I'm there to entertain you and to take you away and row visually. I'm there for the audio part of it. We're supposed to take you away for that hour or so where you're not thinking about anything about what's going on there. A dreamlike state, an excitement state, a sensual state, high energy, some funk in it. And then Ro is putting these incredible images on canvas that I don't even know how. Can't figure that out. I'll turn around and like be playing. I'll start watching. No, you got to keep playing, Dave. You know, because I'll start getting mesmerized by what he's doing over there. So I think it's an incredible mix, and I'm very fortunate and lucky to be doing it with the caliber of an artist like Rolando. He's a great guy. He's an incredible artist. You know, world renowned. And he included me in on this. He could have used anybody. And he plays with a bunch of different cats. I think he's done stuff with Dave Carr and Sanborn. He's done, you know, so he got my little piddly self in there and decided, hey man, you know, let's go do this thing. And I was all in. All in.
Well, David, anybody who knows you knows that you're not a piddly old self. So
I appreciate you.
It's a little self-deprecating and humbling, but that is who you are. But I think that's what makes it special is the fact that both of you, neither one of you is the star in the show.
Right.
It's that the experience is the star. So even though you were both on stage doing your various things as well as you do them, it's really the overall experience that is so enveloping and extraordinary. And I love to share that message, which is why we really wanted to find ways that people can better understand what PACIONE is about.
Sure.
Take this to another level. Now, with that said, I know where I would love to see it go. Where would you love to see it go?
Planetary, just globally, because it has potential to be involved in any kind of situation, whether it's corporate events, huge concert events. I think this thing should be in front of tens of thousands of people. If it ever got to that level, it would be. I think it's just something different. Not because, I'm playing sax, because it's me doing it and Ro doing it. He's very unique as an artist. I think I'm unique as an artist. A guy here I played with years ago said, Dave, you're a rare bird around here, because I haven't quit on me yet. I will not. And that's why I was talking earlier about being convicted, conviction to the music. Some people will hate it, some people love it, some people absolutely adore you. But you have to stay true to it. And that's what I learned from Rolando. That's why him and I work together so well. His convictions are the same as an artist. Because ultimately, without an audience, what does it really mean?
Yeah. And the sincerity comes through in the exhibition at PACIONE. Truly, it is just so vivacious and invigorating. And the art brings the music to life.
Right.
And the music brings the art to life. And then back again. And somehow you both feel where each other are going in your separate instruments, and then making it work as a single collaboration. So that's where I just found it spectacular.
That's because you're describing it, because I don't really enjoy talking about myself, period. But to hear you describe the way you did is perfectly, accurate from what we're trying to convey to the audience. It's about the audience. It's about taking you in a dreamlike state. We kind of talk about that at the very beginning of the show, where you're just like, man, I just didn't think about my day period for this hour or so. I just didn't. And we get to hang around and Rolando auctions off the piece of work that he does. You were clamoring, I think I want that. But we'll have some prints done too. You want that? But the original piece gets auctioned off, and it's incredible. Of course, I've got CDs and stuff there. You want some music? Take it home with you. You got that too.
That's right. Well, and it gives it a different meaning when you see it happen before you.
Right. When
you see the whole thing and kind of unveil itself a piece at a time.
Sure.
You feel like you were a part of that process somehow.
Right.
Somehow the cheering or the oohing and the awing or whatever it is that you're doing, just your presence there, might have had some little bit of difference.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So for those who might be looking forward to some events here in 2015, what are some of the big ones that you can talk about at this time?
Well, I'm working on trying to get this, at least one, maybe two albums out. working on probably my first and only gospel CD or worship CD, whatever you want to call it. And I got another jazz album I've been working on. And I'm working on other various projects with a couple other artists and stuff. So I've got some things going on. Plan on doing a few of my own shows, you know. If I can work up the energy to get that going. It was tough these days because as an instrumentalist, it's just really tough. We're in the American Idol era. People in and out, and the artistry is really kind of getting lost in the scheme of things sometimes. So, but the vets like me and other cats, we keep doing what we do, as long as the audience will support it and support us in it and love us through it, we'll keep doing it for you.
Well, one of the interests certainly that I have in you is, I mean, you're a great guy and I've known you for years and you're fabulous and we have mutual friends. But it's the same, you hold the same mantra that we do at Classical Rush.
Right.
And that's a localized entity providing accessibility to cool musical entrees really creates and expands on the interest. So I'm sorry, I might have to repeat that. But it helps exacerbate the interest level on a local, granular, very organic level.
Right, sure.
And that's what has to happen. It's got to be one body at a time.
It absolutely has to be.
And that's what we love about being close to you in geography, proximity, so that we can have these conversations and share events. So we're looking forward to not just this one that's coming up here on Saturday, 11/29, at the Southside on Lamar Euphoria Theater with Rolando, but also new ones to come as this continues to expand.
Right.
So I'm going to ask you a question about the holidays.
Okay.
Do you have anything special during Christmas that's David Carr musical tradition?
Not when I'm playing, or like if I'm doing my Christmas parties, or
Christmas
me personally.
party, home, personally. What do you really enjoy about the holidays and your music?
Well, of course, working, because that's when you get you get the decent paying parties and stuff come up. So I always appreciate that, and I'm playing stuff off my holiday CD and stuff like that.
Right.
Which is I still think is a pretty cool CD. Oh, and there's video. We have a DVD of that album too. That's pretty cool. But my favorite thing that has nothing to do with music is I get to put my train in. I have a little train, a little Tyco train that I've had for God knows how I don't know how long I've had that thing. An ex-girlfriend of mine years ago bought it for me at a garage sale before I even moved to Texas. So I've been here in 30 years. So who knows how old this train is. I can't wait to get out of the box and set it up, put it around my little bitty tree at the house. And I turn on every year. I just get to put my train up. I'm just a big kid.
Does it inspire you to write new music?
No. It inspires me. I need to get some more train stuff.
Well, Lord knows you work enough, so you need the mental escape.
And the studio's just right down the hall, so when I hear something in the morning, sometimes I just go in there and start laying ideas down. And you have an easy access to a studio is a good thing. Well, most artists these days have easy access to digital studios because it's a lot simpler than it was when I was coming out.
Yeah.
To record digital back in the day, you needed $250,000 just to talk about it.
Yeah.
Now you get $2,000. You got a studio.
Yeah. Yes.
Of your own.
Yes. Unfortunately for the studios of the world.
Unfortunately, a lot of bad so-called works come out from that too, because everybody thinks they can record and think they're producers and writers, and they're not.
Yeah.
Not so much.
Nope. Even the professionals need the professionals.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, David, thank you. We're looking forward to PACIONE this Saturday at Southside on Lamar at the Euphoria Theater with you and Rolando.
Absolutely.
So, Ro, we hope everybody joins us. And thank you to the Nyla Hotel.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's my honor and pleasure. I really appreciate you guys so much.
All right. And a holiday wish? Happy New Year wish?
That I have?
For everybody. What would you say?
I hope everybody is loved through the holidays. And from now on, period.
Oh, that's good. Good stuff. Thank you, David.
Thank you.
There you go. That's lots of footage. Is that still going?
It's still rolling.
Wow. See,
Yeah.
I should have done that from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.